Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. ThunderCats week continues once again with Pumyra, one of the new batch of ThunderCats that were introduced later in the series. I was always a fan of the newer ThunderCats. I liked that refreshing of the franchise. I thought they were exciting and fun. And Pumyra, which, do we even talk about the packaging anymore? I don't know why I even left it in the mailer box. Lovely slip cover, great embossed logo on the front. And Pumyra herself, this is our sort of updated Lady ThunderCat, and she was very cool. Pumyra. A super agile climber, Pumyra is known for her outstanding leaping abilities. She is a true asset to the ThunderCats because she has a great understanding of medicine and serves as their healer. While she is skilled in combat, Pumyra tends to first try to solve conflicts without fighting. Instead, she leans toward compassion and working on creating compromise. However, when combat is necessary, she uses her whipcord, which launches pellets and spheres, similarly to an ancient sling. Interesting, I did not know that was called a whipcord. Always learning things here on YouTube, and often learning things from you guys leaving comments, which I appreciate. If there's stuff I don't know, let me know, help me out, educate me. I am just here to talk about if the toy is cool or not. All right, let's get Pumyra out of here. And I'm about to have to expand to a second ThunderCats shelf. I have one shelf that is pretty much full now, so it's time to expand. Let's get all these. Oh, man. Look at all of this cool stuff. Now, I never had any of Mattel's ThunderCats figures because by that time my confidence in their ability to... Ooh, boy, that thing's... Well, that might be okay, though. We'll look at that in a minute. By then, my confidence in their ability to actually produce a full line of ThunderCats was basically non-existent. I didn't feel like they were putting into the brand what it would take to give us a full line of toys, so I never bothered ordering any of Mattel's ThunderCats. And you know, I'm not always right, but I was right that time. So I never had the Mattel Pumyra. I do not, I can't give you a comparison, which I would love to be able to do, but like I said, I just didn't invest in that line because I didn't believe in it, and clearly, neither did Mattel. All right, let's get all the extras out of the way and take a look at the figure itself. Portrait, look at those big eyes on her. She's got the big eyes, the sort of almost Chelsea haircut. Paint looks good. I'm not sure if this is... I don't know if this brown should be going all the way down here or not. And since I'm not sure, I'm not going to worry about it. But she's got her little sideburn type deals here. Looks great. Her face markings are excellent. And she has what, to my memory, is an accurate representation of that almost sort of pinched face that she had in the show. Looks good. I like it. She's got her high collar deal going on here. And let's take a look at this arm. Once again, we've got the weird arm situation where there's a bicep swivel and an elbow swivel. Don't really need both of those, but also whatever, it's fine. Looks a little better on the left arm just because she's got the bracer over here on the side. I like her proportions. Everything looks good. We've got that is just a swivel there. Isn't that interesting? I really thought that was going to be more of a ball joint type situation, but it's literally just a swivel. Almost like DC Universe Classics style. Not a huge fan of this. Okay, so this is cool. She's got her one shoulder top going on. Sorry. I don't know why this thing's going in and out of focus so bad. She's got her one shoulder top with the sort of padding up here. So this arm, you got to kind of move it out a little bit. You can't just swing it right up. So let's take a look at this torso. I don't love what they've done. So this, I mean, obviously a humanoid doesn't move that extremely anyway, but this is horrible. I hate cut joints at the waist. I've said that time and time again. I wish everybody would stop doing this. And then that, come on, guys. Super 7, I know you guys look at toys like I look at toys. I know that's the reason you do articulation the way you do it. That's why we don't have double joints here, why we don't have double joints here. But then to put this monstrosity on your figures, like, it kind of undermines your message of, maintaining the profile of the figure. So let's do better than this. I don't care for this. Now, if it's just standing there, it looks great. And this is actually, it's important to note here, these cutouts on the side, this is actually sculpt. This is not just paint job. So her outfit is actually sculpted on, which is great. I give them a lot of credit for doing that and not just painting a torso. So same up here. This is all sculpt, and that's awesome. Her ThunderCats logo is also a raised portion of the sculpt. So, great for that. Her skirt, I think, looks really good. Now, this is a weird thing to me because, so this seems like, I don't know if this is a mistake or what. So her belt here, it looks great, right? Belt looks great. She's got a little pouch on the side here. Looks pretty cool. It's a separate piece that's kind of glued on. Whoop. Gosh, focus. And then you can see the skirt has the slits so as not to interfere with the articulation. Very well done. But here's the problem, is her belt is that whipcord. So shouldn't it come off? Because when she's using this, which, by the way, this is cool. It's got the 3 different little primary colored balls in it for her to swing around, throw at the bad guys. Pretty nice looking piece. Okay. So if we're only going to get one of these, this is my preference. Because if this was actually one strap, like if these parts weren't sculpted together the way that they are, you would never be able to get the figure holding it right to look like she was using it. But I do wish it had come with an additional one that was, stretched out, like just a straight piece. Not a huge deal, but it would have been nice. But if we only get one, this is the one I would rather have. But this completely just doesn't work, because how is she using this and still wearing it on her waist? That's weird. Again, I know Super 7 looks at this stuff the same way that I do, and that's a pretty big error in my opinion. All right, boots look great. Again, sculpted. Get the little detail at the top of the boot there. Ankles, same ankles these figures all have. Again, just standing like this, figure looks awesome. So let's see what else we have. I've already gone over this pretty thoroughly. We have, of course, the variety of additional hands. I've got closed fists. And we've got, oh, now this is interesting. So rather than the C grips with the alternate articulation, we have these thumbs up C grips. And then the closed fists. And then on the figure, I didn't really point them out, but on the figure you've got just sort of the open hands, which are good. So we'll take a look at what those thumbs up C grips are for in a minute. And then you've got angry face, which looks great. Oh, and you can see. Okay, so there you go. Now it does bother me. because the default head and the alternate head should have the same paint on the back. So that's a mess up. Not one that I'm going to return the figure over, but definitely something noticeable. But I do believe I'll be using the angry face on the shelf. I think it looks a little bit, it's just a little more toyetic than the neutral face. Let's go ahead and switch those out right now, because I like my Pumyra angry and ready to battle. Even though that's kind of not what it said was her nature on her bio, but that's okay. But that's a cool face. They did a really nice job with the angry face sculpt. That looks awesome. So I dig that. All right. She also includes basically the glaive from Krull. Krull had been out for, I believe, a couple of years at this point, so it's not ridiculous that we see something very similar to that in ThunderCats. Of course, it's her sort of giant throwing star / boomerang type tool. Looks good. It's soft plastic, which I don't love. Matter of fact, it's just rubber, but it's retaining its shape, so I don't care really. Like, it's not, it's a little warped that way, but barely. So it's not the completely flimsy rubber that makes me so angry with accessories. It's looks pretty good. So we're going to take that, pop off that hand, put on our thumbs up C grip, and give her that thing. And that's, her pose is probably going to be something like that on the shelf. Something along those lines. And then finally, we've got this deal, and this is where, oh, and this is also just straight up rubber. Ugh. And this is where you guys come in. Tell me what this thing is, because I sure don't remember. Looks good. Nice sculpt. Paint looks great. It looks kind of like a crystal on top of a little scepter type deal. It's even got some little prongs at the bottom there. Very interesting design. So yeah, tell me in the comments, what the heck is this thing? And should I put it in a bag, or should I put it on the shelf? All right, so there she is. Probably going on the shelf like this, because I can't take her belt off, which would make giving her the whipcord seem very odd. But, gosh, that's so wacky that they designed the articulation that way. No, there is no forward back in the torso whatsoever. So strange. But still, I'm going to put her on the shelf like that. She's going to look good. Could she be better? Yup. But is she terrible? Nah. She's going to go on the shelf with the other ThunderCats and look pretty killer. So there you go, Pumyra. Good effort. Good effort. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and come back tomorrow for the last review of ThunderCats Week.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.